What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan Deep, the captain of the Free State Toracats. I like that name. There are t-shirts. There are t-shirts for the Free State Toracats. They're in the description below. I'm just going to say good luck, have fun to my opponent. And I am massively underprepared for this, and I've been told that Geo is one of the better battlers in the league. So really, really good news that one of the better battles in the league, and I didn't finish my team until 5:30 AM last night, and then I've been really, really, really busy all day, so I haven't even had time to double check it and tweak it. Hopefully it works out. It really is dependent on what he brings. My matchup, my team matchup, it's not great. It's not ideal. I suffer against a lot of his stuff, but we can make it work. I'm sure we can make it work. You know, teamwork makes the dream work and all of that, and we're going to try our best. If he brings certain Pokemon, I've probably lost. Bronzong is not good. If he brings it, I probably lose. And then Arcanine is a huge problem if he brings that. So we'll see. We're literally just about to see now. And he brought Arcanine and Ferrothorn, but not Bronzong. Everything else he brought was pretty much what we expected him to bring. Conk isn't a problem. So, if I can remove Salamence and Arcanine, I can win with Fat. And I really rely on Stealth Rock pressure. He definitely has a Defogger in his Tapu Fini, but we actually are prepared for that, I think. And I'm going to try my best here to do my best and win this for the Free State Toracats. This is my first ever singles league match. It's so weird not having Callum here, telling him what to do, and you know, him disagreeing and telling me I'm wrong, and then us missing Firefangs. Oh, please don't miss attacks, Duncan. Why would you curse yourself like that? Why would I curse myself like that? That is terrible. That is terrible. Gengar is faster than my Landorus, but other than that, nothing he has brought outspeeds Landorus. So Landorus is a threat once I eliminate Gengar, if I can eliminate Gengar. Gengar, obviously a huge threat to my team, doing massive damage to pretty much everything, but Weavile does Pursuit Trap it, and obviously Metagross can switch in on a Sludge Bomb, and then with my Kasib Berry, take a hit from Shadow Ball and kill back with Earthquake. So I have ways around Gengar, and I'm trying to tempt Gengar in against Metagross. So hopefully that works out. Metagross does also 2-hit KO, I believe. Tapu Fini, 3-hit KO through leftovers. We're going to leave off with the Gross Meta and see what my opponent leads with. Hopefully not anything too scary. Robocop, he's led with Ferrothorn, so he is going to be trying to set up his hazards against me right now. I out-pressure him if I get Rocks Up. If I get Rocks Up, I out-pressure him, and he could have Rapid Spin, and that could be a problem. I am going to switch in Gramble, I think. I'm gonna switch in Gramble. This is a difficult choice. Do I want to switch in Gramble? It's kind of risky. Ferrothorn obviously walling a great deal of my team, and he does just want to set up. Obviously, he just wants to set up his hazards. Do I want to get my Rocks up? Rocks, chip damage, everything. They stop that from being Sash Gengar. They chip damage Arcanine a great deal. Do a great deal of work against Arcanine. Yeah, I'm going to set up my Rocks. I'm going to set up my Rocks. I'm going to wish that I switched into Gramble, but I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. So here we go. Nice Stealth Rock on the Ferrothorn. And he's going to go for Leech Seed. So that's not bad for me at all. Getting my Rocks up is nice. I don't mind taking Leech Seed damage. He was probably predicting a switch. But Gross Meta getting Rocks up. Obviously, I take 49% from a Shadow Ball. I need to make sure I'm above that so that I can deal well against Gengar. But I do have Healing Wish on Celebi if Metagross ever is too vital and gets too low. Gramble is going to come in here because I like the Intimidate on Ferrothorn. Obviously, he's a Leech Seed set, so he's probably going to like protect and Stealth Rock himself. Okay, cool. Cool. He's probably going to expect the Fire Punch here, but I don't know what he switches into Gramble. Does he switch in... Alright, I don't care if he switches in Tapu Fini because I have Thunder Punch. If he switches in Conk, that's a terrible play. Play rough. If he switches in Arcanine, then that's a problem. But I can always Super Fang Arcanine to weaken it. I think I'm going to go for the Fire Punch here. I think my opponent is going to switch. It would be quite nice to predict that switch and double. Maybe Salamence to get the Intimidate, but I believe a Fire Punch plus Stealth Rock plus Play Rough will kill that Salamence. I've EV'd to kill with Stealth Rock plus Play Rough at -1. So I'm quite good against a Salamence switch-in. Arcanine switch-in is the big problem here. If he does go for that Arcanine switch-in play, that would be quite unfortunate for me. But also getting rid of Ferrothorn is huge here. If I can get rid of Ferrothorn with Fire Punch, I am in such a good position for this battle. So I'm gonna go for the risky play. Probably not my best play, the Fire Punch, but I've already clicked it, and there's nothing I can do. No cancel button on 3DS. So I have to wait and see. He is going to switch. What is he going to switch into? Moana. That is going to be his Tapu Fini. So this is beautiful. Tapu Fini might want to try and defog here, which is fine. I have Thunder Punch, which does a huge amount of damage to Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini obviously does have a couple of moves that can hit Gramble quite hard, but I am very, very defensive. I'm Rocky Helmet defensive, not Assault Vest defensive. And what do I need this for? I kind of need this for Ferrothorn. No, I like the Thunder Punch here. I think he might predict a Venusaur switch in, and he may have a tech for Venusaur. But I do like the Thunder Punch play here, just to do a lot of damage to this Moana. And we'll see what we can get done. We'll also be able to see his speed. I think he is going to outspeed Gramble. It's almost certain, because my Gramble is not speed invested at all. So actually, unless he's negative speed, he'll outspeed me, because he naturally outspeeds. So that was a ridiculous statement that I'm just saying to fill the time as my opponent picks his moves. I am not prepared for this. I do not like the fact that he brought Arcanine and Ferrothorn. It's very unpleasant. But Tapu Fini is very important, and if I can get this Tapu Fini weakened, I can finish it with Weavile, I can finish it with Venusaur, I can finish it with Celebi, I can finish it with Metagross, I can finish it with Landorus, I can finish it with my whole team. So very happy if I can get off a big Thunder Punch hit here. Is he going to defog, though? Is he going to defog me? That would be beautiful if he did, because I still have Stealth Rocks on both Celebi and Metagross, which I don't think he'll expect. He does defog, so this is a really good turn for me. I'm very happy. He's getting rid of his rocks and my rocks, which is fine. And now I get to Thunder Punch into his Moana, which does a good chunk of damage. He is very defensively built, though. We were expecting that to do about 50%. So we've got my custom set Gramble, and we've got Tapu Fini, and we know that it did like 30% max with Thunder Punch, which means level 50 Fini. He's running max HP at the very, very least. He is running max HP Fini, so that is good information. If that was a min roll with max HP, but I think that's actually physical defense as well. So let's see what max HP, max defense looks like for the calc. Max HP, max defense, Thunder Punch. Yes, he's max HP, max defense. So I'm not too threatened by switching in Joe here. Obviously, if he does predict the Celebi switch in and go for the Hidden Power Bug, that sucks. But Joe comes in here and just gets to do some damage to the Tapu Fini. Oh, perfect. And the Protect. This is just going really, really well. I hope I don't screw this up, because this has gone really, really solidly so far. An Arcanine switch in is very, very likely here. I almost want a Stealth Rock, though, because if Arcanine switches in and I Stealth Rock, I think I U-turn. I think I U-turn, actually. Does he outspeed me? My Celebi is min speed, but he doesn't have any speed investment, so he does not outspeed me. I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks. Yeah, HP Bug could be really bad news here, obviously, but I actually do beat it. If he goes for HP Bug, I do beat it with Giga Drain, and also I outspeed him, so I can then U-turn into Lando and hit him with a Sludge Bomb. So he's going to switch. This is beautiful. I'm going to get my rocks up, and he's going to go back into Ferrothorn. So this is going pretty well. This is actually going pretty well. I am not too unhappy about this state of affairs. I'm going to hit him with a U-turn, because while I will take recoil damage, it's not much, and it will scout if he's Rocky Helmet, and it will allow me to go into Gramble and intimidate down the Robocrop, or if he doubles here, which is a possible play for him, is to double switch rather than setting up his own rocks, he will be in a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to U-turn. He does not double, which is fine. I would have been fine with him doubling. Iron Barbs, is he going to be Rocky Helmet as well? No, he's not Rocky Helmet. So we can see Expert Belt. He could be the anti-Fire Berry. Whatever he is, I do enjoy going into Gramble here. Even if he Gyro Balls me or Iron Heads me, it does less than 50%. It does so little damage. And then I can come back with a big Fire Punch. And here's the Gyro Ball. So this is going to do so little damage. Ooh, the animation's sick. That did a lot of damage. That is very, very heavily invested. That is a very heavily invested Robocrop. Am I going to predict the Fini switch in on the Fire Punch that he has seen before? No, I'm not. I'm going to go for the Fire Punch. I think maybe he'll predict me to predict. Maybe he won't. But I think Fire Punch is my safer play either way. I really want to get this Ferrothorn gone. It's a huge wall to my Venusaur sweep. Although Venusaur does beat it 1v1, getting rid of Arcanine is more important. But my opponent is preserving Arcanine. Salamence is obviously dead to Weavile, especially with Rocks Up. Ice Shard kills Salamence with Rocks Up. So I'm quite happy to ignore Salamence as a threat to Venusaur for now. And then if Gengar has Psychic, it's a problem. But once again, Weavile Pursuit traps Gengar. So I'm in decent shape here. We do know that max defense Tapu Fini is a thing. So it's a small problem, though. Like, it's a small problem. It really is. Max defense Tapu Fini, 252, 252. It's a threat. Very, 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 very bulky Pokemon. But HP Bug, not so much of a threat anymore because he does need quite a bit of investment for HP Bug to beat my Celebi. He actually needs to be Specs for it to guaranteed beat my Celebi. So I can beat him with Celebi. I can always bring Celebi in on him, which gives me momentum for days against Fini. So quite happy with that, actually. Quite happy indeed. The Gyro Ball play is interesting. It did a surprising amount of damage. I would maybe think Expert Belt Robocrop, but not many people run E-Belt Ferrothorn. It's kind of generally my thing, E-Belt Ferrothorn, so that would be interesting. E-Belt Hidden Power Fire Ferrothorn used to be a thing that I ran in VGC. It did really, really well for me. He is going to withdraw, so we know that he wants to go into Fresh here. Fresh is his Arcanine. Okay, so Arcanine is a massive, massive, massive threat to my team, right? It's actually a huge, huge, huge problem. I am happy to lose Gramble and have to beat Ferrothorn by walling it out. Ooh. Keyberry Arcanine. I am happy to lose Gramble and then beat Ferrothorn by walling it out with Venusaur 1v1 and stuff like with my Landorus with Earth Power after I whittle it down, stuff like that, than deal with Arcanine. Like, Arcanine being gone is huge for me. So I am going to stay in and Super Fang here, predicting him to Will-O-Wisp into me. It's defensive Arcanine, very, very bulky Keyberry defensive Arcanine. So, kind of predicting the Will-O-Wisp, even though he's got Tapu Fini, that would be a very, very strange synergy. It is what I see coming. And then, obviously, if I get a Super Fang off, it's going to put him well within 2 Stealth Rocks ranges, which I like. I like him being in range of 2 Stealth Rocks. If he goes for a physical attack into me, he's going to be taking Rocky Helmet damage plus the Super Fang. He's going to go for Flamethrower, so he is special Arcanine. This is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do a lot of damage to Winston. Okay, and Super Fang here, doing a good chunk to Arcanine. He may be Morning Sun Arcanine, so I'm not too bothered by switching it in Cheeky Lando here. On the Flamethrower. I think I have to. I think I have to preserve Gramble just to have that Intimidate to deal with Salamence a little bit and switch in Cheeky Lando here and predict the Morning Sun from Arcanine. I think that's yes. Okay. So something on his team is taking an Earth Power, and if he decides to go to Salamence, he's going to lose Salamence to a Hidden Power Ice, unless he's running Scarf Salamence, which I already admitted in my team builder. If he runs Scarf Salamence, I think it's a really good play for him, Scarf Salamence. But if he runs Scarf Salamence, I've lost. So I am holding my hands up and saying if he runs Scarf Salamence, I probably lost because I will lose Lando. And Lando obviously is a huge threat to my opponent's team. It does really, really good work against Fini now because I know it's max defense. It does really, really good work against non-Scarf Salamence. It can do a lot of damage to Conk. But something's taking an Earth Power here. If he decides to switch in Salamence to get an Intimidate off, it will take a Hidden Power Ice and die. So I think I've got a really, really good situation here. Hopefully, relying on him not being Scarf Salamence, of course. Arcanine going down would be beautiful. Salamence going down would be beautiful. Either of these mons being taken out here is absolutely lovely for me because it's just another step in the direction of Venusaur sweeping its way through the opposition, which I would love. Obviously, I would love just to sit there with Venusaur, Leech Seeding everything. Obviously, knock off Earthquaking Ferrothorn, but Leech Seeding everything else. Alright, Geo, what are you going to do? You are taking your time here. He's calculating every single possibility. Ferrothorn doesn't appreciate an Earth Power. Fini will die to Earth Power plus Sludge Wave. Conk does not appreciate an Earth Power at all. Gengar will die to an Earth Power. Unless... Oh no, it's Sash. Even if it's Sash, I've got Rocks Up. So Gengar will die to an Earth Power. Yeah, he's going to switch, but what into? Is it going to be Salamence? Moana? So this is going to die to an Earth Power plus... Well, I'm going to see how much Earth Power does, but I believe it dies to an Earth Power plus a Sludge Wave, because it's got to be max defense here. Unless it's a Salt Vest. Let's see how much this Earth Power does. Yes, a Sludge Wave will take out Moana here. So even if he protects, a Sludge Wave finishes it, which I am very happy with, because that means my rocks are here to stay. Yeah. We'll go for Sludge Wave here. Even if he protects, Sludge Wave finishes it. Tapu Fini is gone, and I think that was his best sack. My team deals with Tapu Fini really, really well. Obviously, Arcanine is much more of a problem for my team. So preserving Arcanine was a good play, and he is going to go down to Sludge Wave here, which I am very happy with. Taking out Tapu Fini is really nice. And now we will see if he is Scarf Salamence, because if he sends out Salamence here, he is Scarf Salamence, and that is absolutely fine by me. If he sends out Gengar, I'm going to sack off my Gramble, and I'm going to Pursuit Trap Gengar, because Gengar is another threat, and it's a big threat to my Landorus sweep, which is another win con for me. Obviously, after Gengar's gone, I'm going to outspeed everything with... Ooh, Conkeldurr. That's another option. He's not expecting me to have Psychic, I guess. Did I end up running Psychic? I did not. So, he could Mach Punch me here, but I think that's unlikely. I think he's going to go for the Ice Punch. I'm going to U-turn into my... I'm fine with a Mach Punch, but I'm fine with taking a Mach Punch, but I'm going to U-turn into my Gramble, because then if he Mach Punches me, Gramble's not going to die. If he doesn't, then Gramble's going to hit him with a Rocky Helmet, and then I get momentum. Yeah, I think I have to go into Gramble and hit him with Rocky Helmet damage. This is a problem now, Conkeldurr. I don't have anything that deals with it particularly efficiently, but getting an Intimidate off on it obviously is great. Ice Punch obviously is going to do a huge amount of damage. Kill Winston. He's going to take a lot of damage from Rocky Helmet. He's not yet in range of an Earth Power, but he's slowly getting whittled to that point. And I think Venusaur just comes in here and sits here and Leech Seeds. If he goes into Arcanine, then it's going to do a Leech Seed, Protect, Leech... I'm going to get a Leech Seed damage, a Protect, and another Leech Seed damage off, which I'm quite happy with against Arcanine. Or I could Earthquake, predicting the Arcanine switch in. He could also go to Ferrothorn here. He could go to Ferrothorn here to get his rocks back up. But I think if he goes Ferrothorn, I am going to bring in... I think I just have to Earthquake if he brings in Ferrothorn. But that's fine. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed here. Ferrothorn is the big wall to my team right now. I didn't really have a choice to sack off, to not lose Gramble, I think. I think trading Gramble for Fini was decent. It wasn't great. In hindsight, maybe I should have kept Gramble alive, not allowed the Arcanine to get the Flamethrower off on it and gone straight into Lando. But I couldn't really risk a Flare Blitz doing so much to my Lando. It would have put me in a really bad situation. Flamethrower obviously does a lot less, so maybe it would have been the better play. But did not know he was Special Arcanine. I do know now. He could go Arcanine here. He gets Leech Seeded, takes Leech Seed damage. I'm happy with that. He may be tempted to Morning Sun. Don't know. We'll find out in literally 25 seconds. As long as I don't miss a Leech Seed. Missing a Leech Seed here would be really bad. Don't think Conkeldurr gets anything that kills Venusaur. Even with Ice Punch, it's not going to do enough. It's going to do like 40% with Ice Punch, I think. I'm very bulky Venusaur. He is going to switch. Okay, what is he going to switch in? Robocrop. So he is going to go into Ferrothorn here. He is going to want to get up his own rocks. It's a problem. I am going to knock off his leftovers. I don't want his, I don't want any more healing on this thing. So I'm going to take Iron Barb's damage from the leftovers to knock off. But then I think I beat this one-on-one. I should beat it. I beat most variants as far as I'm aware, one-on-one, and that did a lot of damage. I do take Iron Barb's damage, obviously, but I do also have the, there's the Stealth Rocks. So he wants Stealth Rocks up against my team, just like I want him up against his team. But I think my offense beats his offense. So I'm going to get some life back here, and I'm going to be able to click Earthquake quite safely. He's not going to bring Salamence in, I don't think. And if he does, then I can probably switch in Metagross on Salamence now that Metagross isn't so useful. And just sack off Metagross and Bullet Punch. But I'm going to Earthquake here onto Robocrop just to get some damage off. So here we go. Let's get some damage off on those Robocrop. I think this 3-hit KOs now that he's got no leftovers. Should. Oh no, it does not. That does 0. But I am healing and he is not. Oh my lord! He is so offensive. He is so very offensive. Jesus. Okay, I need to weaken this down, and my Venusaur Wincon is probably not going to take flight, so I have to reassess things. This Ferrothorn is so offensively invested. That is insanity. How much that did is actually insane. I just need to whittle it down to Lando range, though. Then Lando practically beats his team. Other than Gengar. But I can sack against Gengar and Pursuit Trap it quite effectively. So long as I can beat this Ferrothorn here. That's 3 more of those at least. I'm not sure I get 3 more off. Look how much! I think even after a Protect, I don't take another. So I just have to kill this. Let Venusaur die here. That's depressing. Did not expect the Ferrothorn to be doing this much damage. Really did not. That is kind of slightly insane. That is kind of slightly insane. Maybe I could Leech Seed predicting him to predict my Protect and switch, but it doesn't seem worth it. Earthquake will do good damage to pretty much anything. If he goes Salamence, I'll just sack off and go Weavile. Gengar, I just go Weavile. Conk is a huge threat now. Don't really have anything to wall Conk now, so I definitely have to whittle Conk. Yeah, losing Venusaur leaves me with Metagross to deal damage to Conk. It leaves me with Weavile, which does nothing to Conk, and then Landorus, which is the only thing I have to kill Conk then. So I'm in a really bad position against Conkeldurr after I lose this Venusaur, but I don't really have the opportunity to preserve it either. So that Gyro Ball did way too much damage. I am stunned by how much damage that Gyro Ball did. I really am. Stunned, because I am so defensive. I am so defensive. Oh, that is crazy. That is really bad news for me. A crit would be nice here, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. Earth Power will knock it out now, I think, after this Earthquake. Oh, there's that crit I was talking about. So now I do go Landorus and I do pick up a kill. I don't think he Scarf Salamence, so Landorus is going to pick up a kill here. He cannot switch Conk in on Lando. He has to sack and then switch Conk in. So, yeah. Earth Power gets a kill here. This is insane. That is an insane amount of damage for that to have done. Yeah, Earth Power picks up a kill here, unless he goes into Salamence. And then if he Scarf Mence, I've lost. And I'm fine with that. I said in my team builder, I'm fine with losing to Scarf Salamence. I couldn't prepare for everything on his team. I really did not have the team matchup. So I could not prepare. And I was kind of worried about Scarf Salamence just coming in and finishing me after I lose my checks. So I didn't even bother bringing checks. Like, what was the point? So we're going to hit him with an Earth Power here. This will knock him out. I'm sure of it. Yeah, Lando is very strong. And then we have Arcanine can't come in. Gengar could come in here. And then I have to make a play and switch him Weavile on Gengar, which is... how much does Gengar do to Weavile? If he predicts that switch, though, I lose the game. Weavile, my set. Then Gengar, and then if he predicts and does like a mad... Focus Blast play or something, then he kills me. Oh, even Sludge Ball kills me after Stealth Rock, so I can't even do that because he just Sludge Bombs, which is safe. It's nice and safe. Let's see what it does to Landorus. Ooh, he can't kill Landorus except with an HP Ice. He's taking a long time to choose his Mons here. Yes, he's gone to Gengar. Okay, that was his best play. I think I need Metagross to do damage to Conkeldurr. So I think my best sack here is going to be Celebi. Celebi Joe. Celebi loses to Salamence. It doesn't beat Conk. It doesn't beat Arcanine. It doesn't beat Gengar, so I'm going to sack off Celebi here. If he doesn't kill it, I'll Healing Wish. If he does kill it, I go Weavile, I Pursuit Trap, and Gengar dies. And then that's it's a big obstacle in the Lando sweep gone. So he does go for Shadow Ball here. That's fine. Gonna lose my Celebi. That's fine too. Healing Wish would have been nice to get off, obviously. It would have healed Weavile back up to Sash Point. But the captain's gonna come in here and Pursuit Trap this Gengar. And unless he's somehow EV'd to live a Pursuit, which I don't think is possible. I don't think it's possible. I guess this is Mind Game, stop Jigglepeg, though, because if he stays in, he lives Pursuit. But then I just kill with Bullet Punch from Metagross. Yeah, I have to rely on Pursuit killing here. I have to rely on a Pursuit kill here. Maybe I should have run Adamant Weavile, but then I'm outsped by Gengar, which wouldn't have been fun. Maybe Life Orb Weavile. I think Life Orb would have been the play, actually. Considering everything, Life Orb's the play, because Life Orb would have guaranteed Pursuit killing after Rocks, which is what I really needed to do. Because after Stealth Rocks right now, Pursuit, if he doesn't switch, is guaranteed not to kill Gengar. So, it's a really difficult one. It's a really, really, really tricky one. I'm in a really tricky, bad situation here. Luckily, it does automatically put him in Rock's range, so he won't be able to switch out against Metagross's Bullet Punch. And then Metagross Bullet Punches, he has to go into... Yes, he switched. Oh, beautiful. This makes my life so much easier, because Weavile does beat Salamence flat out, even if he's Scarf now. So he has to go into Arcanine here. Almost certainly has to go into Arcanine. Or Conk. Dumbledore. Here we go, Conkeldurr. So Konk's going to come in. I think he's going to Drain Punch. Do I need Weavile for anything? Do I just want to knock off Conkeldurr for damage? Or Ice Shard Conkeldurr for damage? I don't think I do. Poison Jab would do more. But I think Metagross tanks a hit. Let's see. Let's put him in as Life Orb Conkeldurr just in case. With 50. And we'll go for Metagross. Custom set. Where is custom set? Here we go. Okay, so he cannot kill me even with Drain Punch. He does 55%, so I switch in Conk here. Or Metagross even. On Conk. And then Bullet Punch does almost as much as Thunder Punch. But I almost certainly outspeed him. So I would just Thunder Punch. Or just Earthquake. Jesus. Earthquake does 36 to 43. And then if I go Landorus. Even after his Drain Punch healing. Earth Power does 53. I should be able to win this now with Landorus as long as he is not Choice Scarf Mence out of nowhere. If he's Choice Scarf Mence out of nowhere, then I'm going to have a very unfortunate loss right at the end of the battle. But I think I've played around this well enough now that Metagross will tank 2 hits from this thing and then be able to come back with an Earthquake. So he's gone for the Ice Punch, predicting Lando, I guess. Very interesting, very interesting. I am going to Earthquake here. Oh, no. Do I want to Earthquake and then get caught by a switch into Salamence and be mad upset? No, because I can just Ice Shard then, and if he switches back into Conk, he's taking damage. I think he's going to Drain Punch. Or do I just Bullet Punch for damage, regardless of what he is? Bullet Punch does... Let's go back to Metagross. Metagross. My set. Bullet Punch does 22.5 to 26.3. He's on like 60%. Landorus does almost 60%, but he's going to heal a bunch. I think I need to Earthquake. I don't think he's going to switch. Oh, he switched in Arcanine. Oh! Yes, catch him with this Earthquake. Okay. I don't know how much this does. He doesn't have his defense boost anymore. Clear Body stops my stats from lowering. And then I'm going to hit him with this Earthquake. This is going to be really, really, really good for me. If it doesn't kill, it'll put him in Bullet Punch range. Oh, that is Bullet Punch range for days. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I have nothing to worry about here. There's no way he's not in Bullet Punch range. He doesn't want to bring Salamence in because Weavile comes in. If he brings Salamence in and kills Metagross, Weavile comes in, Ice Shards, then Poison Jab the Conk. Conk kills Weavile, then Landorus finishes Conk. So I think I think I have a safe win here. I think I have a safe win here, which is really, really cool. Did not expect it. Have to have a shout out for all the people who helped me at 5 a.m. last night to build a team. Chimpact actually sat in a call with me because I was like, dude, I have had no time to prepare. Can you, like, give me some tips? And Chimp helped. MV gave some tips. Like, I've been hitting up all my friends. Ave was always good to me and helped me with Mons. And I actually used one of Ave's sets. Like, this is good. This is good time bear. And Duncan is a happy Duncan. I think he's got to bring Salamence in here. And Salamence, I don't want to switch anything in on it. I don't want to switch anything in on it, so I'll just Bullet Punch Salamence just to get guaranteed damage down to any Salamance's Ice Punch range, even if he's like the bulkiest Salamence alive. So, happy here with that switch in, that Arcanine switch in into the Earthquake was huge, because I think he predicted a Meteor Mash. I don't even run Meteor Mash on this set, there was no point, but I think he predicted a Meteor Mash thinking he could eat it up. Mad Mence, here we go. Mad Mence, let's see what he goes for here with Mad Mence. If he Dragon Dances, I still Ice Shard with Weavile and kill him. And I actually have a chance to 2-hit KO here with Bullet Punch, depending on what set he is. So he's not Intimidate Mence, which is interesting. Moxie Mence, which is cool. And could have Scarf Moxie, as I said, was something I was terrified of. So, like, yeah, oh, he could still win if he Scarf Moxie. I could go Weavile. He could switch, go into Conk, live Ice Shard, predict switch back into Lando, Ice Punch, kill Lando, Weavile comes back in, fails to kill Conk, he wins. Like, so there is still a win condition for my opponent. I don't want to guarantee that he's lost. Obviously, Scarf Moxie Mence, I get to see what he locks himself into here. And if I go Weavile, I could always predict the switch and go for a Poison Jab, but then I could lose the game on that as well. But Scarf Mence could be a huge issue for me here. So, hopefully he is Zed Crystal Mence, and he goes for a big Zed Crystal move here where I just feel super safe, because he Zed Crystaled me. And that means that he's outsped by Lando, and then Lando is safe to come in, or even just Weavile comes in and Ice Shards anyway, and beats Conk with Poison Jab plus whatever I decide to go for. This was a really solid battle. I haven't had a battle this good in a long time. I'm so glad I get to upload this. I'm so glad I get to upload this. This is beautiful. Geo played so well as well. There were moments where I thought I was so screwed. That Ferrothorn came out of nowhere. Lordy. That Ferrothorn came out of absolutely nowhere and just whooped my ass. Up and down, left and right. All the way around. Here we go. We're going to get a Bullet Punch off on Mad Mence. Do a nice chunk of damage. We are going to see Earthquake from Mad Mence. If he's Scarfed, he's locked himself into Earthquake. But he failed to kill Metagross. If he's Scarfed, he's locked himself into Earthquake, and I can just go Lando here. Yeah, if he's Scarfed, he's locked himself into Earthquake, and I just go Lando. Because that's actually safer, because then I think HP Ice plus Earth Power kills Conk even now. And even if it doesn't, then it would be well within range of a Poison Jab from Weavile. Oh no, but it's got Mach Punch. So I can't guarantee that I get a Poison Jab off on the thing. I have to Ice Shard Conk. What am I talking about? That is, yeah, Conk gets Mach Punch, and that will obliterate Weavile. My sash is not intact. If I crit the Bullet Punch here, that could be really nice. Crit Bullet Punch. Are we going to reveal a move change from Mad Mence here? Are we going to see a move change? He can't Z move here, because he'll die to 2 Bullet Punches. So he can't, like, Z Dragon Dance or anything. Well, I don't think that's allowed. Crit Bullet Punch. Let's go. No. Okay, and he is Earthquaking again. I think I go Lando. Moxie. It's so nice. Moxie Mence. But he can't be Scarfed. Well, if he is Scarfed, he can't hit me, because he's Earthquaking. So I think I go Lando here. Cheeky Lando. Hit him with HP Ice, Earth Power on Conk. And that should win me the game. It's not guaranteed to, but it should. So I think I'm in the better position, but I still have a lose condition, which is always scary. So Hidden Power Ice here will knock out the Salamence. And he might be hoping that I am Scarfed on my Lando, because I don't think I've ever used 2 moves Did I use a Earth Power and then a U-turn? No, I did. I used an Earth Power U-turn, so he knows that I'm not scarfed. Sadly, I didn't run Psychic. That would have been really, really nice to run Psychic here. Earth Power plus Ice Shard. Is he in range? That is the big, big question here. Oh, you know what might be better? U-turn? No. No. Duncan, don't be an idiot. Maybe U-turn would have been better. U-turn into Weavile, take an Ice Punch. Ice Shard, he kills me. Go back into Lando, Earth Power. But I think Earth Power kills here. I think Earth Power should kill here. I think. Let's do the calc again, even though it's too late. Unless he's super, super bulky, in which case I've lost. Oh, he is so bulky! I've lost! Does he have Mach Punch? I have to rely on him not having Mach Punch now. That is heartbreaking. From the damage he took earlier, I thought he wasn't bulky. That is heartbreaking. I was talking such good shit. He's Assault Vest, I think. And Ice Shard does 24... Ooh, what? No, that's from a Life Orb one. That's not my set. Assuming he's Assault Vest, Ice Shard does 18 to 23. Is he on 18 to 23%? No, because 25 and below is red. So he is not. So I have to Poison Jab for 25 to 30. And pray that he doesn't have Mach Punch. And he does. Oh, what a close match, though. That was a really, really good match. And not bringing Psychic on Landorus turned out to be my downfall. I came so, so close to bringing Psychic on Landorus. And I didn't do it. Would U-turn have helped me there at all? I think it would have. I think U-turn there, if I played that correctly, U-turn does 8.3% to the Assault Vest set. So if I U-turned, then I sharded, then Earth Powered, I think I'd have had it. So that was a really, really bad misplay on my part. That was a really, that was a bad misplay on my part. But I enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all that really matters, right? Psychic, of course, does 43.8 to 52.2 to that set. Nearly double what, no, 1.6 times what Earth Power does. And I almost ran Psychic. I clicked Hidden Power Ice once, and it really didn't matter. So that is pretty heartbreaking. Thank you so much for watching, though, guys. I really appreciate it. If you did like it, please like this video. Remember that there are Torracat t-shirts in the description down below. Not that you'll want to get one when it's the losing team. Really good game to Gym Leader Geo, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Alright then, guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you can click up here to see more videos of this type on my channel. If you want to check out something else a little bit different, then you can click down here. And if you want to see everything that I upload, you can click the subscribe button right here.